All right, so let's get into our 2020 review. So we'll bring Justin up here in a second. Now here, I'm gonna let you, this is gonna be like a little inside baseball, a little behind the scenes for you guys, is in the 5 years that I've been doing this, not one single time has Justin ever clicked his own PowerPoint. Never. It's always, if you didn't know, I'm always like sitting over in the corner, like real sly like clicking for him. So in the spirit of learn every day and continuous improvement, Justin is going to click his own slides today for you, right in front of you. But just so everybody can feel safe and secure, I've got another clicker in my pocket, all right? It's for your benefit, believe me. So, is that a good warm-up for you? That's probably the best intro you'll ever get. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Justin Woodard.
I do want to also note, I think we have 16 of those cards left, and you'll notice there's also 16 chairs in the first 2 rows. It might be a coincidence. Click. Do it. Let's see if this works. All right. Welcome. Oh my gosh, it sounds like Back to the Future. During a one-on-one on March 4th, 2020, Spencer Warren informed Brian Carter that he intended to make an unusual purchase, let's just say that. He was planning to buy 1,000 gallons of EnviroShield sealant and brew tabs. If you don't know, that would be enough EnviroShield sealant to do every water job and every mold job for an entire year. Where's Stevenson? Do we normally buy that much at a time? We'd not. He placed the order 4 days later, and he also requested 8 electrostatic sprayers. That evening, we received a call from the Ritz-Carlton, and they were inquiring about EnviroShield after a patron became the first COVID-positive person in St. Louis County. 3 days later, on March 11th, the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 a pandemic. On March 15th, I sent the first of many emails describing how we would use our core values to guide our actions and ensure that we would meet our commitment to care for each other and respond to our customers in a time of uncertainty. On March 18th, we began staggered shifts and dispatching our crews from their homes. On March 21st, St. Louis County issued the first stay-at-home order. Unfortunately, our services were deemed essential. We were able to continue serving our customers at their homes and businesses, and everyone in the CRC had to pivot and figure out how to work from home. By April 1st, Eric and Cammie were producing face masks. The rug plant began doing porch pickups. We had received over 200 EnviroShield leads, and we spent 3 weeks at RL3. By the end of April, using the supplies that Spencer had ordered and recommended that we purchase, we put together the most incredible team and put together the most incredible teamwork throughout sales and operations. And EnviroShield became the fastest service line in Woodard history to get to $1 million in revenue. And it allowed us to help thousands and thousands of people get back to their lives by reducing their anxiety and helping them be able to feel safe in their own space. For so many people around the country and around the world, COVID is the story of 2020. For so many, that story is filled with grief, and it is a tragic story, and it is frustrating, and it is uncertain, and it is lonely. And I'm pretty sure for all the folks that I'm looking at right now that have been at Woodard for a little while, you all know that COVID is only part of our 2020 story. I'd like to tell you the other part of the story also. In 2020, our Safety Wings program continued to support our people and embed new rhythms throughout the company. We started the year by learning that social distancing and masks were the best way to continue working during a pandemic. Throughout the year, our teams were out and about every single day. We were working in hospitals and nursing homes, private homes and multifamily homes, and we maintained a relatively low COVID positive rate of 9%. And we have absolutely zero evidence of transmission inside of our company. If you're not gonna clap for anything, just please clap for that thing. We created our safety calendar dashboard, including near misses, which are now reported and discussed on a regular basis. We re-implemented our lead-safe practices on our job sites. We expanded our orientation to include 2 hours of safety training. We successfully created a daily stretching rhythm in the rug plant. We implemented Wingo, and we've had 90% participation on a regular basis, and we've given away $5,280 just for playing Wingo. And Michelle Archer kept her streak alive even when she was on maternity leave, logging in every single day, so thank you. We finished the year at 247 days without a lost time incident, and finally, we finished the year in here. Now, I don't know if the number is exactly right, but I'm pretty sure I counted all of them. We now have 74 yellow posts. More than any before. And we still managed to hit the garage door within the first month. Safety's a journey to zero, everybody. We're on a journey, we're trying to get there, we're still not there yet, and please use a spot. Just please. In 2020, we went out of our way to serve the community during a pandemic. We made hundreds and hundreds of masks for our people early on, and also for the community. Did something happen? Yes. We hosted a drive-through EnviroShield event for our first responders and healthcare workers. We worked with the Red Cross to secure overnight accommodations and temporary housing for dozens of victims of fires. We cleaned, disinfected, and completed a mold project on a Quality Inn that would be used as a COVID patient overflow hospital. We performed dozens of board-ups with hundreds of sheets of plywood during the social unrest that happened last summer. And we adjusted our rug process to do curbside rug orders at cash and carry. And we began to do porch pickups at our customers' homes, and even gave every single residential customer a 50% discount during the height of the shutdowns. In 2020, we did a lot of stuff with our buildings. We renovated the rug plant, installing new bathrooms, a room for the tumble duster, a new wash floor, and adding more slat wall just to make sure that Dad knew it was a worthy investment. We also, I think Scott put some time on the grinder during this project too, which was very unusual, I'm told. We negotiated, purchased, and demoed Watson. We sold the fire warehouse. We sold 2600. We sold and then demoed the CRC. We designed and built a new cleaning center for our fire team and an operations space here at Watson. Sorry, this probably went too fast. But I think the most amazing part of the real estate story is that we did all of these things, and then we packed up all of our stuff and we moved it across town, moved it in here, organized it, all in time for Christmas. Right? And then we were ready for the next water rush. It's really, I mean, it was a remarkable, like, we can't do, like, I can't tell you, the other companies that I talked to about what we did just in that little tiny bit of moving on our own, other companies don't do that. Just in case you're, like, think about that for a minute. In 2020, we were flexible, adaptable, and continuously improved by trying new things. After performing under 10 jobs in 4 years, we focused the whole company on selling and performing EnviroShield jobs. The shift united the company, giving folks something positive to think about during a time of great uncertainty, and turned EnviroShield, like I said, into the largest by revenue, the second largest service line in the company. We ended up doing 777 jobs throughout the year and turned several of those into really, really successful and positive maintenance programs at Worldwide Technology in St. Louis City, MasterCard inspired. We learned to work from home. We overcame the challenges of managing our workflow, off-site communication, dealing with virtual schooling. What do you do when you don't have childcare and you have to do quarantine? I mean, the folks that are working at home, unbelievably productive, and had to work extra hard to make all that happen because it was, again, stuff we've never had to do before in our whole lives. We moved stand-ups and staff meetings and town halls and trainings to Zoom and then to Teams. And like you kind of saw, like, we were a bunch of beards. This is like, like some of the best ones didn't even make it up here. So I wish, we thought about doing a beard award, but we didn't. Accounting learned to work in the isolation of the phone rooms for days on end. What are you doing here? That's a weird picture. We grew to the point we got comfortable with the curl of the papers because we knew that they had been EnviroShielded the night before, right? We standardized our water trucks and location vans. We started and stopped and then started again the ServiceMate project, which we're still working on. We didn't do everything. We had our first remote water rush. We began to live stream our LSAs on YouTube, even with a little studio audience from time to time. And Jared grew a mullet. Like seriously, not everything worked last year. We created the continuous improvement team. We added the ability to give digital capability cache, resulting in 3,498 capability cache cards going out, accompanied by messages of encouragement and gratitude and recognizing the folks that accomplished great things. That's 15 cards per person on average throughout the year. On average, we're getting more than one of those for everybody every month. The accounting team completed month end 3 times in the middle of a demo zone. Do you guys remember, like, the accounting team was doing their job and we were tearing the building down around them? We got a car wash back here and now we have the cleanest fleet in the entire country, I'm convinced. We migrated our phone and email and office services to the cloud. We improved our sales process, enabling the team to continue to grow key relationships while being very focused on the best opportunities. We filled out 27,909 COVID surveys. Thank you all for doing that every day. And Tom Blanford got to clean the first ever real spacesuit. Sneak peek. In spite of all of the things we had to adjust, we still managed to do a whole bunch of the things that we always do, right? The community service team was out there giving hams, and they were giving turkeys, and they were giving cookies to firefighters. And I don't even know what else they were giving them because I have the socks to prove that they give crazy gifts. If you look very closely, these are socks with their face on them. I still don't know where Kim got these things. HR published our employee guide with a new look and feel. We responded to large losses at Ballpark Village, St. Louis Music, Fontbonne, Blessing Hospital, House of Denmark, Friendship Village, the Paragon Hotel, and 1040 Mason. We did large rebuilds at Denbau, Hoy, Luther, Viviano, Westwood Condo, and Dow Baptist Church. We even completed an entirely stick-built hip roof replacement at the Fisk job. Did I say that? Did I say it right? Yeah. Ed. Yes, I got it. Okay, that was I was most nervous about saying those things. We celebrated Rich Parrott's 50th anniversary, Scott Vandover's 40th, Tom Hickey's 35th, Alan Kessler's 30th, along with Steve Collins, Mary Daniels, and Lisa Gibson's 20th anniversaries. We completed the new commercial cleaning crew chief training program. We were a top 10 performer for the specialty services on Contractor Connection 3 years in a row. for the third year in a row. The commercial team got new red reflective jackets. We revamped the residential best day. We trained 6 new folks on marble in time to complete our largest marble restoration project ever down at Federal Reserve, and that actually turned into a yearly restoration project, or like yearly maintenance, because it looked so good. We received recognition as a top workplace from the Post-Dispatch. And of course, Carter reorganized. Again, right? With a team and a project that became known as RCEPT, we implemented new processes and software and put the customer experience at the center. Intended and unintended consequences, that led to Matterport, Mika, T&M Pro, scope and estimate assessment forms, standardized macros, the creation of new roles, a new sales team, and adjusting just about every single position that works on fire, water, mold, and construction jobs. And then we built all the training programs to match. We welcomed 4 babies into the world. I'd like to announce or introduce you to Drew, Michelle and Adam's baby, Chelsea, Jay and Malik's baby, Rose and Matt's baby Isaac, and DJ and Zena's baby, Danny. The CRT took 29,927 phone calls. They responded to 2,879 web inquiries, booked 6,968 jobs. We received 730 program assignments and sold 590 of them, uploading $8,043,000 through an exact analysis. We purchased 22 Matterport cameras. We increased our website sessions 50%. Our web conversions increased 54%. Search traffic was up 181%. We added 11,222 new customers into HubSpot, our marketing platform. We deployed 70 laptops, 50 iPhones, and 40 iPads. We answered 1,100 help desk tickets. We read 70 books. We reduced company turnover from 45 to 24%. And we delivered family holiday boxes that put the smiles on 100+ little kids during a pandemic. And when I speak for this personally, my kids were out of their mind excited with this box. And so thank you for that. Each year, we are looking to create a win-win-win. Win for Woodard, a win for our employees, and a win for our customers. And each year, we've got the top metrics. What are the things? And they all fall into those buckets. Win for Woodard last year. We beat our revenue budget. On a budget of $29 million of revenue, we hit over 30. Win for our employees. We had 5,336 training hours last year. That comes out to about 21 per person. It's almost 3 days. We're committed to getting to 25 and then to 30, but getting to over 5,000 during a pandemic is unbelievable. We strive for 0 lost time incidents, and we were able to get to 2/3 of a year last year without a lost time incident. We're on our way to a year. We're almost at a month. 1 month more, and we're going to be at a year. We're striving for 0 every day. Customer, trying to win for the customer, a Net Promoter Score. This is our satisfaction score for customers. Our goal is 75. During a pandemic, 83.5. It all comes together into helping 47,328 people get back to their life last year. Our 5-year march to get to 1 million, we are at 268,375. Quarter of their way there. Did I mention we got a tumble duster? I'd like to close by observing this. There were straight up miracles that happened in 2020. We switched to remote work, staggered shifts, virtual meeting rhythms in less than a week, and it was completely smooth and graceful. I'm convinced that was a miracle. After all offices, senior living centers, and businesses shut down throughout the city, we lost 40% of our commercial cleaning revenue overnight. And we didn't furlough or lay off a single person in that service line or any other. I know that's a miracle. John Hall beat cancer. I know that's a miracle. I said it one other time, but there's been zero evidence of transmission of COVID among our coworkers throughout the whole year. I know that's a miracle. The financial, legal, logistical, and construction details that came together for us to get here right now in this beautiful space is a miracle. Getting Jared Jones into a dunk tank? You can't tell me that's not a miracle. We unified as a team across service lines and functional areas over and over and over again throughout the year to serve our customers and the community. In the face of uncertainty and anxiety, we showed up for each other. I believe we strengthened our relationships during a pandemic, in a time when all that you hear about on the news is how isolated folks feel and how much anxiety they have. And I'm looking at a group of people that looks like they've come together as a community and a family and are working together to help a whole lot of people. And I find that a miracle. I believe that miracles happen when we care enough to consistently do what's right, and we take enough time to notice the things that are happening. I believe that you all created and shared and brought to life all of the miracles of 2020. And I couldn't be more impressed, more proud, or more grateful to be doing this as a part of this team. So thank you very, very much.